Hi and welcome to my third installment of 3-Minute Features, this time on relationships. If you want to subscribe, please do so below, or follow me on Twitter, LinkedIn, or go to my blog. Let me know if you need any more assistance or want me to cover up a feature in particular. Here we go. First, let's explain a relationship. The simplest relationship there is in a common data service is account to contact. An account can have 0, 1 or more contacts. You could infer properties of the contact to be the same as the account. This relationship in CDS is called a one-to-many relationship if you take the relationship from the perspective of the account. From the contact, this is a many-to-one relationship, as many contacts will be associated with the same account. The same relationship looking from the contact will be a many-to-one relationship. If, and this is pretty standard, a contact may have a relationship to many accounts, you can create a many-to-many relationship. This way, an intermediary table holds two relationships between the two entities in question. Going back to my solution, select my entity I have been creating and then relationships. As you can see, there are already a lot of relationships. These are created for you as you created the entity and selected some options. Connected from and to, for example, is because we ticked the box to enable connections on the entity. Select add relationship, then start with a many-to-one. On the right hand side, you firstly need to select the related entity. As we created a many-to-one, where my thing entity is the child, CDS will create a new lookup field on the child entity and give it a name and label, both of which you are welcome to change. In the general section, this is the name of your relationship itself. The default is very long-winded, so I would advise to shorten it to something more useful. Advanced options are where the relationship behavior is defined. This is a set of options to automatically control the relationship. Referential is the default, but to understand what this means, let's look at all the options available in custom. The first is delete. If the parent entity is deleted, what do you want to happen to the child? Delete the child as well when the business logic does not need orphan records. For opportunity and opportunity lines, for example. Remove link will just make the child link to the parent null. Restrict will prevent the parent from being deleted if there are active child records present. The second is share. The options here either share the child record with the same as who was just had the parent record shared with them, would work with account and opportunities, for example. Share only active records with them. Share only those records owned by the owner of the parent record. None ensures that the share does not get cascaded. Reparent is next. This works exactly the same as share, either changing the owner on all, active or user owned, or none at all. Assignment works the same as share. Parent record is assigned. Do you want to assign all active, user owned, or none of the child records? This could work with tasks associated with cases. Finally, unshare, which is the opposite of share. There are two standard options available to you as well, namely referential and parental. Referential has cascade none for each of the assigned, share, unshare, and reparent, but with delete as remove, link, or restrict. Parental has cascade all for all options, including delete. A word of caution here, a child entity can only have one parental entity, which you can cascade, sharing or assigning. If there are two relationships, you will have to decide which one you would like to use to cascade. Relationship configured, I will hit done. The new relationship is highlighted in bold. I will quickly create a many-to-many relationship. Here, after selecting the related entity, you get to enter relationship name as normal, noting the physical table name, and the new entity name you would like to create to serve as your intermediary table. Note there are no behavior options here. Finally, through the one-to-many relationship. This behaves the same as a many-to-one, but you are creating the lookup field on the child entity, which is the entity you select. You have the option to select behavior type here as well. Hit save entity to commit your changes to your environment. Going back to the solution, you can see it has automatically included the three entities I chose as related entities to my solution, as we are configuring them as well. And that's it. 4 seconds to spare. I'm doing better. Please join me next week for a presentation on business rules. Subscribe below or follow me on these channels. See you soon.